Seattle's downtown waterfront is a lot quieter with the recent closure of the Alaskan Way viaduct. But if you listen closely, you can hear the sound of a major land deal getting sealed. Mayor Jenny Durkin has helped broker a plan to rebuild the waterfront. A new chapter in Seattle history, years in the making.
Every one of you is at the equivalent of the groundbreaking for the Space Needle.
The waterfront proposal has changed over the past decade. A swimming pool barge and other luxuries have been scrapped, reducing what was a $1 billion+ proposal in 2012 to a leaner $712 million plan this year. Originally, the city wanted to ask landowners near the waterfront for an LID, or Local Improvement District assessment, of $250 million to help pay for the project. That's been reduced to $160 million, with the city pledging more parking tax revenue and more help from philanthropy making up the difference.
Ultimately, this had to work for property owners.
John Scholes is president and CEO of the Downtown Seattle Association, which represents many of the landowners included in the LID, an area which stretches from Denny Way down past the baseball stadium and from I-5 down to the water.
This is the right approach.
Scholes says the city reached a deal with landowners when it agreed to put more money towards maintenance and operation of the waterfront park to deal with Seattle's homeless population and other concerns.
The downtown property owners are going to be making a big investment in this park, and they wanted to know that it was going to be maintained in a quality space over time, not just a one-time investment, but that an investment that delivers returns each and every year for the entire community.
Linda Suyama says she doesn't see the waterfront LID delivering for her Azuma Art Gallery in Pioneer Square since 1991.
It can place a hardship on small businesses, and I am a small business.
She says if and when her property values go up after the waterfront park is in place, she'd be willing to pay higher taxes and have the city use those to fund the project. But an LID?
I oppose it in principle.
Suyama says if this project is truly a waterfront for all, adding an assessment for landowners who happen to live or work near it isn't right.
It's not our private use. It's used for the public. So why do private property owners have to pay for a public park? It doesn't make any sense to me.
The city points out a recent appraisal showed $414 million in increased values in the LID area, with the addition of a 20-acre waterfront park.
Fundamentally, this is about fairness.
Marshall Foster, director of the city's Office of the Waterfront, says capturing a piece of rising property values through an LID is a common practice that's helped build projects like the Magnolia Bridge and many others.
We actually have over 6,000 local improvement districts that have been created in Seattle alone.
The waterfront LID does not include affordable housing units. And there are options to defer payments for property owners with lower incomes and those with economic hardships.
The city as a whole has stepped up to pay for this waterfront.
Foster says from $410 million voter-approved dollars to fix the Seattle seawall to state gas taxes paying for a new 99 tunnel, everyone is paying for a new waterfront. And he says most people in the LID are on board.
I'm not going to tell you every downtown property owner loves this, because we have thousands of downtown property owners, but the majority are supporting it.
The ramp's going to be built right along here and up into a roadway.
Not Carol Ewer.
This isn't a good thing for us.
Carol lives in the Waterfront Landing, a condominium complex that's right next to a planned pavilion for the Seattle Aquarium with a new shark exhibit.
It's going to take away all the views of this place.
Carol says her LID payment will be more than $12,000. Far above the median amount of $1,900 touted by the city. But with commercial properties making up more than 87% of the landowners in the LID, she says her voice has been drowned out.
There doesn't seem to be any acknowledgement or understanding of why we would think this is absolutely the opposite of a special benefit.
Condo owners like Linda Mitchell disagree.
I'm so excited about the potential for this waterfront park.
She estimates her LID payment in the Watermark Tower will be in the $10,000 range.
I think that it's fair for those people that are benefiting economically to participate in paying for the park, and I am happy to do that.
The city says it has assurances from 51% of the property owners in the LID not to protest it. which Mitchell says should help get this project moving after months of deal-making.
I think that the city council, like Seattle residents, are anxious to put all that behind us and to move forward building this beautiful park.
City leaders are hoping for the same. As the council gets closer to an important vote on an LID process that's been navigating through some rough waters.
The goal with these is not to force it. The goal is to get a partnership around it, and that's what we're trying to get to. And we frankly think we're there.